Alright, I'm back again with more reaction. And yeah, I'm doing reaction on Fool's Gold this time. So yeah, this is episode 7. And from looks of it, we're gonna get more backstory on Yothi. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. Uh, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. You should go check out another video I did where me and Grubby Mustard did tier list on Avatar, The Last Airbender. And yeah, also watch my other videos. Anyway, let's go.
Video is sponsored by thedeckofmany.com. Everything hurts and I'm dying. Let's go! Last time the Fool's Gold team tried to bring back Sneeze. It didn't go great. Cause turns out his soul was in the dragon dark spooky crystal that sucks up souls in a 50-mile radius to power its death cannon. So yeah, that's a thing. Now Sips
Yeah.
and Gothi travel through a portal at Arena's expense into what we assume is a pocket plane of spooky souls. And yep, pocket plane full of spooky souls. Well, this place is everything's terrible. Let's just hurry up and then we see some souls we recognize. Group of goblins, giant spiders, and a bunch of sheep. Not gonna explain the sheep. They got what they deserve. Oh, and you guys might be wondering if Kinora and the Trask are in here as well? Well, first of all, the Trask was choked out, not killed. That thing is literally unkillable. I don't know what else to tell you. As for Kinora, she technically died in a one-way portal to the fire plane, so her soul's is on that side, not this side.
Oof.
Thank God. Anyway, we managed to sneak without getting noticed by the spirits, traveling along in the soulscape till we finally spot Sneeze! Sips runs over to Sneeze, who doesn't even really acknowledge him. Kinda like he's ignoring him.
Well, okay.
And the next branch unfolds into the darkness.
I turn into an owl and fly up to see what's ahead.
Your flight disturbs a swarm of bats.
Yeah. Alright, I get it. I messed up. Bad. But I mess up a lot, if you haven't noticed. And for once, I thought I could handle something on my own, but in the end, I still needed help. Like I always do. And because of that, I got you killed. I don't know why I'm surprised. I bet you're not. I get it if you don't want to come back. I just... Could you at least just look at me? Sips? I don't think he can hear you. Actually, I don't think he can see us either. We seem to be invisible to the spirits in here. Oh. Did you wanna talk? Nope. Okay. Alright, well, what if I...
That's fair.
Sips touches Sneeze and instantly a feeling of connection comes and snaps Sneeze out of that dead funk and he turns to see Sips. Hey kid, let's go home. Then they hug and it's adorable.
Hey.
Shut up, I'm not crying, you're crying. But this moment is cut short as we hear, Sips? You know how Sneeze can see us now? Well, I think all the spirits are able to see us now. Fun fact about this place. Making contact with the spirit kinda causes you to pop into their playing field now. Before you were an observer, now you're in it. So we slowly back up and then into a thing. Now, you guys remember that thing Mr. Wizardly mentioned at the end of episode 6?
Oof.
A big, scaly, deadly dragon. Yeah, that thing. That's the thing. Hey, Gresh. You're still not mad about the whole murdering you by blasting a big hole in your guts, are ya? I think it looks becoming. Yeesh. Now you may be wondering why and mostly how the hell did we manage to kill a dragon? Well, in order to talk about that, I need to talk about Gothy. Ooh, let's
Backstory.
get into some backstory.
Yeah.
Gothy used to look like this. Not this. Old Gothy, new Gothy, short Gothy, tall Gothy. Got it? Cool. Her story is she's an old swamp hag who woke up in the swamps with no memory, who was found by Jawbone. Later, she became a druid, creating potions, very questionable potions. Needs more nutmeg. She was kind of batshit crazy. I don't know how else to sum it up. Really, you all know Gothy as this competent leader who manages to keep these idiots focused and not dying, but back then she was just crazy. She had a real passion for potatoes. Eat your potassium! And she had like 28 ducks. I stole them. It was hard for the group to really trust her, Sips especially. In time, though, the group warmed up to her, and Sips even grew an actual friendship with her. She was the only one who helped Sneeze when he needed it, so they became fast friends after that. But how did she get from no to no? Let me explain. Near the beginning of the campaign, so before all that Tarrasque business, the group had traveled in the jungles to a small village called Bundarico. This is where we met Jack, who gave us the offer
Ayo.
of traveling to 5 ancient Four-Claimer ruins and grabbing me these 5 big crystals, like big enough to crush your grandma with. I do like crushing.
Potato.
You can keep all the treasure you find, except the crystals. Deal. And that day we became true adventurers or professional thieves, whatever floats your boat. So
Typical
Bundarico quickly
D&D.
became our home base with Jack. So one day a murderous Merilith tax collector of Gresh, the dragon,
Snake.
with a lot of arms, a lot of attitude, comes into our town and threatens our beloved bartender, Stout, who's also the mayor. He's just a giant pun, and we love him. She demands that if Bundarico doesn't pay Gresh, Gresh herself will come down and burn the whole village to the ground.
Not
You
good.
see, Gresh is the big bad green dragon of this region, and has been demanding taxes from all the villages in exchange for her not burning everything down to the ground. A very thoughtful dragon. So naturally, our group stepped in and said, fine, then we'll just kill the dragon then. And how are you planning to do that?
Mech Dragon.
And when were you gonna tell me you have a giant ancient Four-Claimer mechanical dragon? Never. So, with ridiculous amounts of prep and praying to the D&D gods,
How didn't
we managed to face off with Gresh, mano y mano, Dragon v. Mech Dragon. One of the most epic battles ever perceived in D&D history, and I am not gonna animate it, cause I am one woman, and get off my back! So we fight, and it's epic. And with our last bit of power, we blast a super mega awesome death fire! Push the damn button! Fettuccine! Hey! Blast right into Gresh's guts, making a giant beam-sized hole.
Oof.
And with that final blow, Gresh falls. We go down to check to make sure that, yep, she's super dead.
fall
Jack
damage
joins
got her?
us. Ah, Jesus! Don't do that again. So we all laugh and chat of our victory. Jack congratulates us on killing a goddamn dragon. It's one of those nice moments in D&D. Until Jack casually comes up to Gothy and goes in for a hug. Then in one swift motion, stabs Gothy right in her guts.
Oof.
She lets out a cry and lurches forward in pain. Time slows down as the group slowly realizes what just happened as Gothy collapses right in front of us. I see now. I get it. You piece of... I'll kill you! What did you do? Wait, look! And then with our own eyes, we see Gothy transform, growing to a 6'5" Amazonian-built woman and glowing lines all over her body. This is Gothy, a Four-Claimer. So a while back,
Nice.
when we first met Jack. Gothy had no memory of her past and gave Jack her locket. That was the only thing she had on her when she woke up in the swamps. And through research, Jack discovered that it was four-claimer tech. Jack didn't stab her with a knife. Jack stabbed her with a crystal. Power crystal. Yeah, you guys remember last episode I talked about how the four-claimers powered everything with crystals? Like, everything? Yeah, it turns out they figured out how to power themselves up with these 3-inch crystals called power crystals that extend
Nice.
their lifespan by several hundred years. Turns out Gothy was not an old swamp hag. She was a four-claimer without a power source. No, she is not a robot. She's just an elf that's race took science way too far. So, not only did this make Gothy's body get back into peak performance, check out these guns, but it also brought her mind back into peak performance. Yep, the 28 ducks was definitely a mistake. Don't y'all see? She's a descendant of a four-claimers. Isn't she beautiful? Hey, Sips. Huh? Did I turn a goblin into goo? Yeah. So there you have it. Now you know how Gothy became Gothy. However, it did take her some time to get to the height. But in time, she became the real competent leader of the group. And
Yeah.
I know some of you want to know what's behind Gothy's mask, but patience. Because right now, we still have the issue of Sips, Sneeze, and Gothy staring down a very pissed off ghost dragon in the spooky soul plate.
Not good.
Okay. No problem. I'll simply turn us invisible so we can sneak away. I cast a spell. Nothing. Apparently magic doesn't work in here either. Another fun fact. We should run, right? Oh yeah. So yeah, we book it. In fear and panic, we run towards a now closing portal. Oh good, yes. Need that extra tension, huh? And as we make our way there, something happens. Suddenly souls just start popping in. A lot of them. Civilians, women, children, soldiers. People are dying. Then, as we pass by, we see a symbol on the soldier's armor. Our group knows this symbol. We
Oh,
know
boy.
these people. They're from a city that we have saved, a city that we have history with, the city of Rascom. This video is sponsored by Wait, just a second. Before we get into that tasty sponsor biz, Felix has made a four-claimer race stat sheet for you guys, so now you can make your own crystal techno elf and
Nice.
check them out.
Hey.
Cool? Cool. Yeah. This video is sponsored by the Deck of Minis.
Hang on. The episode was good. Got no real complaints about it. Anyway, this is episode 8. Save to Say with Hairbush. No, really. Anyway, this should be a fun episode.
Tumblewood campaign setting. The bird is back. Last
Alright.
time, a lot happened. We traveled into a soulscape. Everything sucks. Reunited with Sneeze. Ran into a dragon. Introduced you all to Old Gothy. Heh. I stole them. Who went from a 3 to a solid 11. Check out these guns. With some
Yeah.
crystal stabbing. Oh, and now Sips and Gothy are running for their lives, being chased by a soul dragon and trying to exit through a now closing portal as dead people are popping in all around them.
Not good.
Did I miss anything? Alright, let's go. Sips and Gothy, seeing all the souls around them, shout for them to move their asses into the portal or be left behind! Like poetry. So we grab as many souls as we can and... Is that supposed to happen? Along with Gothy and Sips. And just like that, the portal closes. So, how did it go? Just resurrect Sneeze. So I managed to resurrect Sneeze without any more inconveniences. And like that, our stabby mute thing is back. Okay,
Nice.
that's enough emotions for today. 'Cause right now, we gotta deal with another matter. Oh lord, what now? We think Rascom's under attack. What? Bummer. Rascom? You mean that city that you guys saved with the comb? Hairbrush. Rolling pin. Hairbrush. Now it's time to tell you the tale of how the Fool's Gold team saved an entire city with a single hairbrush. So before the whole Gresh
Fun.
fight and stabbing Gothy thing, in search of one of the crystals from Jack's quest, we traveled to a large city in the jungle called Rascom. A standard city, large fortified stone walls, big drawbridge, and a massive four-claimer crystal addiction problem. You know, city stuff. Because turns out this city has been consuming this highly addictive crystal like candies that are being mined from the four-claimer ruin underneath the city.
Meth.
Dare someone to eat it. I'm already doing it! But as Gorthen tries to eat the crystal candy, it just breaks his teeth.
Oof.
Feel betrayed. Seems like the citizens through time have adapted their teeth to be able to eat these candies. So, no drugs for us. We travel to meet our next quest giver, an NPC.
Okay, but isn't
Texas
he made
Thelonious.
of rocks?
A stuck-up high elf researcher who is Jack's colleague that also studies four-claimers. He's nosy and snooty and thinks everybody has a lower IQ than him. So, you know,
Douche.
top NPC material for this group. We meet up with Tex. Now, I need you to... Wait, so you don't have an accent? Why would I have an accent? That's idiotic. Well, I mean, Texas. Huh? I get it. 'Cause he elf. Actually, I like his voice. Oh, well, I love your voice as well. Oh, well, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, really? No, it's quite alright. Fine. No, oh, it's really nice to meet someone. So anyway, Tex tells us that I need you to go to the Four-Claimer ruins and grab me a sample of this specific crystal. If I get this, I might be able to cure Rascom's addiction problem. Can you do that? You can also grab your big crystal for Jack. Do we need him? But there's a catch. The Four-Claimer ruins are controlled by the city's brutal tyrant leader, the Baron.
Not
An
good.
absolute unit of a man, gruff and merciless, he rules Rascom by controlling the population with addiction, making people rely on his supply, and he's the drug cartel. He's literally the drug cartel.
Yep.
So we kind of have two options. We sneak through the sewers to gain access to the ruins, or we somehow get the Baron to let us in. This sounds like a job for a bit of seduction. Okay, yeah, I'm taking the sewers.
Yeah.
Come on, Gothy. Who are you again? So the group splits up to Felix's delight. Sip, Sneeze, Gothy, and Jawbone travel through the sewers. What a nice cat. While Gortha and Julian accompany Arena, who, with a sparkly charisma check, seduces the Baron. So, subbed or dubbed. We all make our way into the ruins. Gothy and Sips find the large crystal, grab some loot, and find something interesting. Documents, reading that these large crystals are not only jam-packed with sun energy, but also have a bigger purpose. To power up something big. All 5 crystals, when placed in specific locations across the map, open up a massive portal. But why would the Four-Claimers make a giant portal? And where did it go? We don't know. Yet. This is why
Yet.
Jack wants the crystals. It's 'cause he wants to open up the portal. Tomato is a fruit. While that happens, the rest get a tour of the drug operations and sneakily grab a sample of the crystal stuff Tex wanted. Mission accomplished. Until when we go to find Tex, he kind of got kidnapped. Yeah, by the Baron's men.
Oof.
Whoops! We find an invitation to a fancy party being held by the Baron, advertising a meal you'll never forget. They're going to eat him. Oh yeah, they're gonna eat him. I go get salt. Yeah, it seems like the Baron caught on to Tex's plan on curing Rascom's addiction problem and kidnapped him, and is gonna cook him up.
Not good.
Do we need him? He does have our payment. Damn. So we attend the party, and with some investigation, we determine Tex is being held in the cellars connected to the kitchen. We split
Brilliant.
off where Sips, Gothy, and Julian tackle Tex, while Arena keeps the Baron occupied while Gorthan tries not to eat more crystals. Okay. Betrayal! We need to distract the kitchen staff. But how? Do you like my rock? His name is Dwayne. So we activate our trap card. See now, Gothy. Young man, I have a complaint. Your soup is too hot. Well, and your ice is too cold. And another thing. Where am I? Down in the cellar, we find our snooty elf chained up. Oh, thank God. About time, monkey. Now get me out of these chains. You know what, Julian? Elf meat probably doesn't taste that bad. You can't be serious. It's not that great. Then we hear a loud noise coming from upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Stay here. I'll try. We run up into the ballroom to find quite a scene. People running in panic, guards yelling, and a large dire bear destroying half the dining hall. What the fuck, Arena? I didn't do it! And she didn't. While we were down in the cellar, Arena was just making small talk with the Baron when he takes a drink. So, what anime are you into? I feel like you're a JoJo kind of guy. Yeah, me too. I think I like the manga more though. He falls to the floor, and right in front of Arena's eyes, the Baron transforms into a large-sized dire bear. Get it? We're all gonna die. So why did he turn into a dire bear, you ask? Well, turns out somebody slipped a rare berry into his drink. A berry called a blood moon berry. When given to a person, this berry brings out their inner beast or monster, polymorphing them and amplifying their alignment. So now, we're not only up against a lawful evil Baron, we're up against a super lawful evil dire bear Baron that's pissed off and trying to find out who messed with him. He starts murdering people left, right, and center. The guards trying to take him down. Our group too, but we're just getting our butts kicked. People are panicking. It doesn't look so good. Think evil bear, guards, panic, buffet? No, Gorthan! Huh? Gorthan, I need you to toss me onto the bear. I got a hairbrush. Yeah, alright. Wait, you're not gonna question... Gorthan yeets me onto the Baron's bare back. I grab hold, raise the brush into the air. God, I hope this works. You see, about this hairbrush. This hairbrush is one of Sips's cursed items.
Okay.
You remember in episode 4 I mentioned that Sips has a touch curse with his crocodile hand?
Yeah.
So he can place a random curse not only onto a person, but an item too. Meaning, if I touch someone with this item and they fail their will save, they will become cursed with whatever curse is placed onto the item. And on this hairbrush is the curse, alignment change. AKA I can change this evil bear into a good bear. However, it's completely random on what alignment he gets. And there's 9. With one stroke of the brush, the Baron fails his save. We roll, hold our breath, and...
This holiday, get loud at Guitar Center.
land on lawful good. There's a sudden pause
Nice.
as the Baron stops attacking and realizes what evil he done do. And just like that, the fight ends. We found out that the guard captain was the one who slipped the berry into the Baron's drink, hoping that with the Baron becoming a big bear threat, the guards would kill him, leaving the guard captain to seize power of Rascom and something like that. Yeah, who's this guy again? I'm the guard. Yeah, I really don't know who you are. And with that, we
Oof.
free Tex. The Baron, being lawful good, makes Rascom a drug-free city,
Hey.
curing all its citizens and ruling it under proper law. So now you guys know how we managed to save an entire city with a hairbrush. God, I don't know how we managed to do this shit. Anyway, back
Typical
at the
D&D.
Dragon, we were discussing what we should do. when Julian, Abby, and Yurthan join the group. What is... Oh, right. I still gotta deal with that. Now we face a moral dilemma. Do we fix and use the dragon in order to save Rascom, knowing that it uses souls? Or do we try to fight whatever it is attacking Rascom on our own? I don't know if we can use this in good conscience. Where did the crystal go? What? It's a big, powerful dragon who can easily kill all our enemies. Sips. It's fine. After 2 to 7 missions, we'll simply retire it. No big deal. It's not like it's... Then the dragon starts to move on its own. In its injured state, slowly starts to walk towards
not great.
Rascom. Huh. That's new. This video is sponsored by the Decameni's Humblewood campaign setting, where now the
Yeah. That was a fun episode. I liked it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, if you want to, go check out Dingo Doodle. Yeah. I got nothing else really to say. So, yeah. Bye.